When we have stylistically different elements that are juxtaposed at the same time, we can have rhythmic issues. An example, we might have something that sounds like this. This is the pickup 2, measure 30 with the 8. And so what we have there is we have a rhythmic line that's getting ahead of the lyrical line. There's a number of ways to fix this. One way is to make sure that each of them are the same rhythm when we hear them separately. So, for example, let's go back to measure 1 and make sure that the da-dee-do-do-do-dum is in the one tempo, and then we'll juxtapose it to the fast version. So here's the beginning. 2. Good, jump over to measure 18 now. And let's keep that exact same tempo. Measure 18. 1, 2, 3. Good, let's try them together as they appear. Pick up to measure 30. So both of them at the same time, the exact same tempo. And 2 and 3. Good. Another way to fix that is just to simply overlay a metronome. So if we can have a percussionist for now just be like a Mr. or Mrs. metronome, perhaps on eighth notes. Let's go the pick up to 30. We'll turn on Mrs. metronome here, or Ms. metronome, just on eighth notes, but da, 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 da. Here's pick up to 30. And 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's turn your volume down so we get you into the recesses of their brains. Same place. Good. Can we get percussionists and trumpets who are not playing go tss, 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 tss. Let's make it even softer. We'll take away Miss Metronome. Let's hear the tss, 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 tss. Here's pick up to 30. 1, 2, 3. If we're playing, make sure we listen to the tss, tss. No matter wherever they go, we have to go and follow them. Let's turn our tss, tss. Here's 30. 1 and 2 and 3. Good. Let's turn off our tss, tss, and we can make sure that that tss, tss is inside our mind's ear. So let's have a full measure, and then we'll join. So there's a full measure with tss, tss in your head. So that's one way to solve it, or a couple ways to solve it, but there is an argument to be made that each of those melodies does have a little bit of a different character. So the opening melody might be a little bit more lyrical and a little bit more spacious. It might sound like this. Here's the very opening. And the more energetic part might be a little bit faster. So here's the pickup to 18. But still, somehow, when they come together, they have to line up. So one way to treat it is to essentially have one voice follow the other. In this case, we should have the lyrical voice. We can have them follow the motor. So can we go over to measure 30? And if you have the spacious, the lyrical melody, can you listen to the rhythmic motor created by the dee-do-do-do-dee-do-do-do-dum? So even though we might play it a little bit differently in the opening, when they come together, we'll let one dominate the sound, or dominate the tempo. So here's pickup to 30. Thank you. It's probably best for the conductor to get out of the way, because what we're asking the students to do, or the ensemble to do, is to really listen as a large chamber ensemble. So let's start the pickup to 30. I'm going to get out of your way. a little bit faster, and force our lyrical folks to really follow that in a different way. Pick up to 30. The main moral of the story is that there is more than one way to solve a problem, and it depends partly on what your musical goals are.